What's up everyone, this is John with Skate Better, and today we are doing the Miles Griptape review. So I wasn't really sure what I wanted to review next. I have the new shoes that I'm skating, I have this Death Wish deck, I have the bearings from Andale that I've been skating, and I decided that I'm going to do the Griptape. So for frame of reference and to remind myself of what other Griptapes felt like, I have a couple others with me. So this is the old Shake Junk Griptape from the Plan B deck, and then this would be Mob M80 right here, which was on the Primitive deck. Then we had traditional Mob right here on the Polar deck, and then the last is I do have a Grizzly on this deck right here, which is my wife's deck, but she doesn't skate it that much, so it's still in like really good, almost brand new condition. Okay, so I know this looks a little weird, this setup, but I am gonna rotate between these three Griptapes first to give you an idea. So let's just talk about general grippiness first. I feel like that's the most important thing people wanna know. When comparing it with the Mob Griptape, I would say, so this being traditional Mob, this being Mob M80, and then this being the Miles, it's very similar to the Mob. I think it's actually the most similar to Mob than it is to any other Griptape. And the reason I say that is it actually makes a lot of sense because I think a lot of the riders that are on Miles used to be on Mob. And you can correct me if I'm wrong. Oddly enough, I would say Miles Griptape is really shiny, so I don't know if that's something that matters to you. It also could be, I have to admit, it is obviously a newer setup, but just in general, it does look a lot more like reflective and shiny than any other Griptape that's black. When comparing it to Shake Junk, I would definitely say Shake Junk is still a little bit grippier. And what I'm basing this off of is the general granulation that I feel when I run my hands over the Griptape. Even though this is still an older deck, it still feels like there's bigger rock pebbles in the Griptape than the Miles, which feels like they're slightly smaller pebbles. And when I compare it with Grizzly, I would say Grizzly is definitely rocks and pebbles, but they're like further spread out. So it doesn't feel quite as clustered. And to me, there's not a crazy difference. I would say that Miles is a little bit more grippier than Grizzly as well. Break it all down, Miles Griptape is less grippy than Shake Junk. It's very, very similar to Mob. Definitely more than Mob M80. And I would say a little bit more grippy than Grizzly. So once again, that's just my opinion. You might feel differently when you run your hands over the Griptape, but I wanted to definitely give you a measure of grippiest to least grippy in my opinion. Second thing I want to talk about is just application of the Griptape. So like, how does it go on? Does it last? I will say that this Griptape comes with that small little plastic knife. And if you saw my deck setup for this Death Wish deck that I'm skating, you know that that knife did absolutely nothing. And it wasn't a great experience. So I don't think that the knife really does anything. I kind of do think that it's just for show. Not that it couldn't work, but it was just really, really tough. And I highly doubt that that's what it was meant for. But it is still cool that it comes with that. Application-wise, it was easy to put on. It was easy to cut once I got a real razor. I would definitely say it's a really thin grip tape. So that's the other thing is like, this is one of the thinnest grip tapes. It's thinner than Mob. So if you like a really thin feeling grip tape, or if that even means anything to you, then I would go with Miles. I also have to say that as far as the wear and tear of the Miles grip tape, it's not holding up great. It's actually holding up the least best out of any grip tape that I've ever skated. And I'm kind of bummed to say that because I actually really like this grip tape and I'm having a really good experience with it. And if you look at this, like Shake Junk, it's still pretty crisp and clean all the way around. Like there's little dings and things going on, but you know, it's not that bad. It doesn't have too much going on, right? Little wear and tear. The Polar deck, this was straight up Mob grip tape. This one's like darn near perfect. I mean, it looks really good. The grip, obviously there's a chip missing, but solid, right? And then as opposed to this, which is not really holding up well at all on either one of the sides. So like, I don't know why that is. I don't do any tricks on this part of the board. So it's like just from kind of the board hitting its side, landing primo maybe, or running into things, I don't know. Whatever the case, it's really not holding up well. It's got holes coming on all up in the tail a little bit. And then it's even got like holes coming through in the nose. And I've just never experienced that before. Where like you have kind of like this grip tape like breaking through on the edge of the deck. Out of any of the decks that I've skated, I don't have that. I did do the same application process that I do for every other grip tape, so there was no favoritism here. But yeah, it's not lasting quite as well as I'd want it. Like this is a fairly new deck that I'm skating. And it's like the grip tape's already kind of destroyed, so I'm kind of bummed. That being said, the center of the grip tape, like perfect condition. Like everything happening in the middle, it's essentially like a brand new deck. For whatever reason, not gonna last great around the edges, or at least that's my experience. Solid in the middle. definitely feels like Mob if you like Mob, which once again, to me makes sense considering the team. And I would actually recommend this grip tape, believe it or not. Even though it's kind of falling apart and on the edges and it's not great, I'm having a really good time. It's like the right amount of grippiness, I guess. So it's like, it might not be quite as grippy as Shake Jump, but you know, Mob is still pretty grippy, and once again, this feels like Mob, and it's a little bit thinner. I'm finding I'm getting enough flick, I'm getting enough catch. I'm also finding it's not destroying my shoes quite as much as Mob grip tape does. So once again, I actually would recommend this grip tape. I think if you're curious, pick it up, give it a shot, especially if you like Mob. I would love to know your thoughts. So y'all can let me know your favorite grip tape. If you have tried Miles or it's available in your shop, let me know what you think. And I think I'm gonna leave my thoughts there. So once again, thank you for watching. I know this is gonna be a quick one today, but it's just grip tape, so there's not too much. I got a few clips in the end just so you can see the deck in action. I hope you all enjoyed this video. If you do, please feel free to like, subscribe, and comment, and I'll see y'all next time. Take care.